and welcome back to GT Retro World again. Right, found this little monster a week or so ago, and I've been using it on and off actually, having a listen to the Americans and the likes, and I've been enjoying the bloody thing. Anyway, it's the Scooper MKY-550E. Now this is a 3-band radio which basically goes from 26,515 up to it's 27,855, so it's basically low mid-high bands, and it is just AM, there's no FM in it. I mean, not that it really matters these days. I mean, I think AM is probably more popular than FM over here, isn't it really, if you want to have a little listen to the Americans and the Super Bowl and whatnot, which is bloody good fun, I might add. Anyway, I dug this out and I thought, it's going to be crap, do you know what I mean? I was going to do a bit of a testing tonight and let you listen to what's going on, but the bands are absolutely dead, can you believe it? You know, the night when you want to do something, you know. But I've got a few bits anyway, which I'll shove in the video, so you can have a listen to how it sounds, which I think's absolutely marvellous, really, for what it is.
Tennessee, right back. I appreciate the contact, Mr. Daniel. Have yourself a good one out there around South Italy. 679 on the west side of Tennessee, USA, standing by.
So you think what? You think we got the right combination? My radio with this microphone and the shit he did. Well, like I say, somebody further off can really tell the difference, but being this close, I can tell a good bit of difference. Yes, they do on Mega Mind's video I sent you out. Well, I want to get back on the side. I thought about putting this amp off, but by the time I do, somebody else will pick up that I want to speak to. Oh, I do need to go back with it and see how the echo sounds on you, don't I? I forgot about that. I got 3 microphones here in my lap. Break up. Okay.
But anyway, I'll go through a few of the controls with you so you can have a little look at. So what we've got here, your volume, squelch, and this is your high, mid and low power we've got here. So your low, mid, high, you'd think that was your band switch, but it's not. Then you've got your S and your RF on your meter. Then you've got your modulation meter, which is actually pretty damn good. I like that, because it's nice to have a modulation meter on AM, isn't it? Just to get yourself somewhere near right. Your calibration for your SWR meter, and obviously SWR on the meter, which is pretty good and quite accurate, I might add. Top we've got your mic gain, your RF gain, your tone, which is, like I say, it's got a nice speaker in this, pretty big, in fact it's bloody huge, and that's your calibration for your SWR, your PACB, noise blanket, automatic noise limiter on and off, and this is your band switch, which is very strange to be honest. It's the weirdest thing ever. I mean, if you've got this out, that's like your standard, which is your mid band, which probably all you're going to use anyway with this, and obviously your high band and your low band, which is, it's a bit of a queer setup really, but it works, you know, it works, that's the main thing. It's TX and RX light, and obviously channel selector. It's actually quite, for an AM radio, it's very comprehensive, I think. In fact, I've actually been enjoying using it, can you believe that? Saying that years ago, you know, when I was young, I used to love listening to AM. You know, I used to, that AM, that's got like it's got a very loud clout to it, hasn't it, on the actual, the audio. If you get it right, it sounds great, doesn't it? It's a funny thing, AM. You either love it or hate it. But yeah, I'll give you a little look up to it anyway, and you can have a little look up there, look. It reminds me a bit of a Jackson, but obviously just AM. And a bit smaller, but yeah, it's really nice. In fact, the condition's really nice as well. I've never been into it personally, I never have at all, full stop, but we'll have a look shortly. But yeah, I have yet to even tamper the sides of this. I haven't, like I say, no, I haven't, so I'll be interested to see what's in here and what's going on, which is crazy for me. Hang on, I'll just turn this off, show you on the back. And you have a little look at it. That's the rear. I haven't given it a clean out yet, but it's actually quite clean. There's a bit of a mark on the top. Can you see where there's been another radio stacked on top of it? It was actually And I'm at National Multimode too. I've just found it was on the top. It's left like a bit of an imprint on there, which it'll come off, I think. Can't see why not. But what a lovely sounding set that is. Honestly, it's unbelievable. I have yet to make any decent... I had a couple of contacts on it, but nothing fancy, just mainly locals who were messing about with, who were trying to get it on the Super Bowl. But they said it sounded great. Yeah, it's doing the job. It's a nice little set. But anyway, guys, I'll pop the lids off and we'll have a little look at, see what we can see underneath. I'm curious, to be honest. Okay, guys, let's have a look inside of this scooper. I just had a little look there. I wasn't too sure what phase lock loop it had in this. And it's the PD2816 by NEC, if you can see down there, which is a little 6-bit BCD chip. I don't know if I can zoom in on there a bit more for you. Let's have a look. You might get it there. Yeah, I was actually quite surprised. So I think this is basically similar to a Superstar 120 or the Stalkers. Is it the Stalker 12s and the likes, and the 1000 GTL, you know. But it's the first time I've had a lid off this set. I mean, it's absolutely pristine inside. I mean, it really is. It's untouched. I'll have a little mooch around there if you can see that there. And there's the board there, the MKY-550E. I'll give it a little sweep round anyway. It uses the 1969 output final, which is obviously most of them did. This does about 12 watts, I think, on its maximum power. Yeah, it's a strange board, to be honest. I do vaguely remember these in the 120s. It's either the same or very similar. I'll double check on that later, but I just popped it open tonight just to have a little look. But yeah, it is absolutely immaculate in here. No wonder it was performing so well, like. But yeah, that is absolutely like new inside. I'm not even too sure of the vintage of this. Is it mid-80s or thereabouts, or a little bit earlier, or even a little bit later? You'll have to drop something in the comments there, guys. But yeah, as you can see, she's really pretty. Absolutely untouched inside. Never had a fart in there at all. I forgot to mention the size of that speaker. Jesus Christ, look at the size of that. That is incredible. That is a whopper, that. Yeah. Mitsubishi as well, eh? Yeah, she's a certainly lovely little set, that. I'm surprised, like I say, it's one of them radios that you just don't mess about with it, but lately it's been really good fun having a listen, you know. Yeah, anyway, let's have a look at the top. Again, look at that. It's absolutely pristine, that thing. Little sweep round there. Someone might be interested in it. I think it's quite a rare rig, but it's been sat in my loft for quite a long time, like. I asked the lad what I thought I'd got it off, but he wasn't sure whether I got it off him or not. I can't bloody remember. I've had it a while, that's for sure, a long time. It's just one of them radios, you know, normally you just put it to the back of the cupboard, don't you, and you think, nah, I can't be arsed with that. Yeah, it's a pretty thing, and with propagation the way it is, it's really fun, you know, having a little listen to them guys. Yeah, and I'm curious as well, like I said before, to what market this was intended for. Obviously export, but yeah, I'm a bit unsure. Anyway, guys, there we go. That's a little look at the internals of her. There you go, guys, that was inside the radio, and yeah, a bit of a surprise. Tidy, yeah, very tidy indeed. Yeah, no wonder she's functioning quite well. And like I say, it's probably been imported at some point. I don't even know how old these damn things are. Would you say, like I say, mid-80s? 84, 85, 86-ish. I don't know why I'm thinking a bit later. I'm thinking like mid to late 80s for some weird reason. I probably am wrong. Maybe it's because it just looks modern. It's got like a modern look to it, hasn't it, really? It reminds me of the later black fronted Uniden 100s and 200s and the 400s. It's got a look to that. I'm not going to do anything with this. I want to keep this as is. I might actually keep this in the shack, you know, just for listening to the Super Bowl and stuff. I think it's ideal for that. I think it really is. It looks nice. It's not too big. and it's just plain old AM, isn't it? You know, it doesn't need to be anything else really. As put FM in that, I think it's just a waste of time. I can't see the point. You're not going to get anything out of it, are you really? So yeah, I'll probably just leave that sat on in the shack, that because I was just going to let it go. I was going to probably only worth what 30-40 quid or something, if that, I don't know. I thought, oh, I'll just let it go, but after playing with it, good 2 or 3 hours worth of use I've had out of this, to be honest. Yeah, it's probably a lot more than I've had out of that new set, which is yeah, it's surprising. Yeah, it's nice when you're doing a bit of work, you know what I mean, you sat there with that, just start listening to the Super Bowl and a few Yanks chatting away and whatnot. It's quite nice, quite soothing sometimes, isn't it? But yeah, anyway guys, that was just another one for the weekend, and I thought I'd just bring up sooner rather than later, because I've enjoyed it. You know, it's one of them radios I thought, nah, you know, like I say, I found it last week or so, and I thought, oh, well, I'll have a play with that, and I put it on. I thought, oh, that sounds alright, that what a lovely sound that is, you know, good receive on it, and it's just, you know, I mean, it might be worth giving it a quick peek and see if we can get a bit more out of it, but it seems to be performing well. I mean, back to back with the FT DX10, it's got as easy, as good as that, no problem whatsoever. I mean, to be honest, it sounds as good, if not better at times. You know, it works really well, and it's like, say, it's ideal for just listening to the Yanks. In my opinion, it's enough. Absolutely. I mean, you never know, I might get a decent contact on this one day on there. Yeah, because that is great fun, isn't it, the Super Bowl? I mean, that is absolutely blown smoke lately, and that's just going to get better and better. Well, I say better and better, it's going to get worse and worse, isn't it? Because you're not going to get a chatting edgeways, should I say? Chatting edgeways, that sounds wrong, doesn't it, Neil? Well, yeah, it's going to get, if it's going to get more popular, well, it's not going to, not that it's going to get more popular, it's going to get busy, isn't it, as propagation starts lifting over the next year or two, which it is. It's going to get manic, isn't it? Anyway guys, what do you reckon to my new t-shirt that our last made for me? What do you think of that, eh? Just a random thing, vintage limited edition 1969, with what looks to be like a Uniden on the front, but it's nice. Yeah, I appreciate it. She's done a good job of that. She even give it like a vintage wrinkle failers as well, and it's like a sporty top. It's got a bit of a, you know, it's alright actually, comfy. Yeah, could go running in it, couldn't I suppose? Anyway guys, that was another one for the weekend. Great radio this, but I'm actually, I'll tell you what, another quick, like I say, I have no idea what where this was destined for. I mean, was it for us, just export in general? I did a bit of research on Google, and it seems to come up in Japan all the time, and China, and whether it was for their end, I don't know. I have no idea, but there's a lot over there, more than these over here, I'm sure of it. But I always thought this was like a Dutch type radio, or Spanish, you know, that type of thing, but like I say, I'm probably a mile away. But yeah, it's a lovely little set. I'm absolutely shocked how good it sounds for AM, you know. It really is. I mean, the speaker, I think it's the speaker in it, you know, and the tone control, everything just works really well. But it is a bloody ginormous speaker. I mean, to be honest, I should measure it, shouldn't I? Tell you what, I've got a tickle and stick on this wall here, a new one. Oh, well, that's got it for me, you know, and I've never used it yet, you know. It's been there all the time. Look at this bad boy. Yeah. It's 2 foot. It's alright, isn't it? Anyway, let's have a little look at this there. Well, I'm not going to open the lid because there's no point, but I'll get an idea just looking through there. That is, it's a 3.5 inch speaker, or 90mm. Yeah, it's about 3.5 inch speaker, that, which is bloody big. Look at it. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you a little show there. I'll turn this off and pull that out. We don't need that anymore. Bit of a dent in there, isn't it? But the size of that speaker, she's a beast. And it's deep as well. It's got a bit of depth to it, so it actually uses quite a lot of the space inside, and obviously gives you a bit more beefier sound, you know, a bit more depth to the audio. No, I do. I think it sounds really good. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that. You know, it's just a shame tonight it's dead as a dodo on there, you know what I mean? Which is typical there, isn't it? But anyway guys, on that note, we'll have subscribe and a like wouldn't go amiss. And we'll see you in the next one. And thank you very much for viewing. Bye for now.